Madison Davis, coming to you live from GBTA Broadcast Studio in Toronto. Here with me today, I have Jeremy Poon from Sanctuary Hotel New York. Jeremy, thank you so much for being with us here today.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
Glad to have you. So, Jeremy, in the hotel space, in your world, what kind of trends are you seeing right now in negotiations with buyers?
I mean, with buyers, I would say, when it comes to cancellation policies, having last minute cancellations or same day cancellations, that is really important to them because it offers flexibility. And I would say contract negotiations are no longer for the first year. Normally all the focus is on that 1 year. Now it's more, what are we getting next year? Are we still getting the same added value? Things like that. And we try to focus, whatever we can't provide, we try to focus on the added value that we can provide for people. Some of the things that are very, constantly come up and that are very important. Internet, high-speed internet, everyone needs it, right? You have business travelers and content creators that rely heavily on good bandwidth and reliable, dependable bandwidth.
It's key when you're traveling for business.
Exactly. It makes them more efficient. It just makes their production better, and they need it. Another thing that comes up that seems to be important is just how they start their day with a good meal, a good breakfast, and providing options and option in terms of selection, and options in terms of, can I have it in my room? Can I grab it to go? Can I sit down and actually have a meal? Providing them with those type of options. Those are a lot of the things that people, when travel managers negotiate with us and have discussion with us, those are things that always come up and that are important to them.
Because business travelers are such a unique demographic, so it sounds like those are really the things that are driving them, that they value. Anything else outside of that hotels can do to really drive that value for business travelers or travel buyers?
I will say that in the past few years, you have a lot of professional travelers that combine it with private tourism, and they kind of have that extended stay. So in order to really make that effective as a hotel, as a product, you have to come up with some type of lifestyle that they can identify with. Now, whether you focus on wellness, health, so you have a gym or a gym affiliation, or nightlife, or just food options. That's something that we identify with because we try to create within our space, within our what we call an urban playground. We have that. We have multiple restaurants, we have a rooftop, and every day you're in the mood for something different. It's all about providing options. We are in Midtown, in the heart of Times Square, and if the guests and consumers don't get it here, they can go outside and get it outside. So we try to build a different type of experience throughout the hotel so that you have options, and that's the most important key.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, looking at your property, Sanctuary Hotel New York, what are you most excited for in the year ahead? What do you have new that's happening? What's really getting you excited this year?
Further development of our food and beverage outlets and not staying stagnant. You have a lot of restaurants. Once they open up, they don't really change and they don't really progress. They kind of stay stagnant. Without ownership, and that's the great thing about independent ownership, who are very hands-on and right there in the front lines with you. They really want to always create something different, right? And it's all about creativity. It's just so important, being creative with your teaching, and being innovative with the vision of whatever you set forth, and constantly developing. So we focus on food and beverage because we want to constantly provide something new, a fresh take on things. Our most recent venture is sushi, because everyone loves sushi. It's an alternative, nice, healthier option, and we're focused on that right now, where we do a different creative take on traditional sushi, where you can kind of sit at the bar, and it's an intimate speakeasy type of thing, where there's just 8 seats. People come in, it's chef selection, just trust in the chef, and he'll create different pieces for you, and you can just enjoy your meal.
So a unique offering, and you mentioned Sanctuary Hotel New York is an independent hotel. So what can you do uniquely as an independent hotel to drive that value for business travelers?
I think that when you're an independent operating hotel, you don't have to go through a lot of red tape. There are things that you can put into place almost effective immediately. As long as your executive team and ownership are on the same page, they agree on something, go. Let's go with it. Let's make that change. Let's move quickly. Let's get it out there before the next best thing comes along. Or let's focus on what the next best thing. Let's create that. You know, I think when you're an independent, you have that flexibility and that power, and I actually think it's the perfect opportunity when there's change and innovation involved, because there are not steps for approval and the red tape and all the things that you would have to go through that progress if you were a big chain or anything like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, Jeremy, thank you so much for being here with us today. It was a pleasure to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Once again, I'm Allison Davis, coming to you live from GBTA Broadcast Studio in Toronto. Thank you for joining us.